Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. So be prepared for a lot of audio feedback this stream. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay at least, but the audio is gonna be a little bit cursed for a little while, so I do apologize for that. Basically, what happened that I'm very excited for a lot of reasons, but that's also given me some new things to have to deal with, is I have moved to a new room. I have completely changed my setup, and so the sound is totally different, and I'm trying to... Oh, is everything too quiet? Okay, I'm trying to play with the audio and figure things out, so bear with me as I figure this out, especially for this first stream, but also for probably the next few, as I try to figure out what things work and rearrange the room itself so that it doesn't sound like this. I'm kind of an echo heck right now, but that's a much better place to be in than the other room, and I will explain that in a little bit. So everything is quiet. Alright, let me turn that up. So there's a lot of reasons that my audio setup is whack right now. Okay, I turned the game volume up as well. Turning my voice up a little bit too. Hopefully that makes it a little bit better. We're going to be going back and forth about this for a bit. Okay. I think our OBS is set up a little bit differently because I don't actually have the levels shown. That just gives me the green bar. It's a little bit weird, but we're gonna keep going back and forth with it. So yeah, it's a strange thing. So I can't really fix the echo right now, but I'm hopefully gonna be getting some new furniture pieces to deal with that. This room is a lot emptier than my other room was. I had a lot more junk in there and a lot more random things to kind of fill up the noise, so you could really hear everything echoing off the walls. But this is a much better room because as I have, as I figured things out, I found out some things about my old room, and I'll talk about that as I get into the stream here. But let's go ahead, we'll get started. I will put our sub-goal on the screen because we have some time left with that, and we'll go ahead and we will jump in. So yeah, thank you for helping me troubleshoot this rain. It's gonna be a little bit weird for a little bit of time here as I'm trying to figure out what the heck is happening. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, this is a more convenient stream time for those of y'all who are in probably European time zones. But it's a little bit interesting for those of us in America. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to be working out or not. Okay, what do we actually need to do here right now? So the pups are pretty well fed, the affinity is pretty high, but our energy is low, so I think we needed to sleep. Oh, and we're itchy. So basically, long story short, you know how I've been complaining about how everything is super, super hot? Well, it is. It is super hot. Oh, we have the new hexes, it looks like, too. There's been a WolfQuest update, which is part of what happened, part of what was broken last week for me. Or not last week, last stream. But the internet issues tied into this as well. Thankfully, I think we have those fixed, so hopefully that will not happen again. Oh, hello! Thank you for the resub, Rain! Thank you for the resub. There we go. I'm not used to that howl. It still startles me a little bit, but I'm getting used to it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Perks of waking up at... Holy moly, that is, that is early. I would not like to wake up that early, I don't think. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll take a look at that. I'll take a look at that as well. We've got technical issues. We've got technical issues going on. I just wanted to check on our food and all. I think we're okay. I think we're fine. So yeah, that is valid. And if you guys have to go to bed, again, don't worry. This is very late for those of you guys in the US. It is 10 p.m. for me, and I'm on the West Coast, so it's much later for a lot of y'all. But basically, so I found out that it's not just me living in the desert. It's not just not just that. Actually, it's still dark. We should sleep again for a little while longer. As it turns out, apparently my old room is just temperature heck. I don't really know exactly what all causes it. I think part of it is that I've had a room over the garage for like my whole life. And apparently that gets really heckin' hot. Okay, we got stranger wolves. Let me deal with this for a minute here. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so there's a lot of things happening. All right, please go back in the den. Please go back in the den. We have a lot of things to deal with here. Okay, Lila's going in the den. Where are stranger wolves? Where have they come from too? Okay, these are our puppies. Oh, right here. Get out. Get out. I don't want to actually fight them. I want them, there we go. I think they're gone. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, not sick puppies. That's not ideal. So Lila is sick. She's not our run. She's actually our biggest pup. I think the runs can tend to be a little bit sicklier. So this is accurate. So that's a little bit scary. So we gotta probably try to mark territory very fast. Holy, no, that's no good. All right, we gotta go deal with that. Oh yeah, we got the new, we got these new circles here on the territory as well to indicate where a pack's home hex is, because you can't actually claim over those, I believe is the case. Yeah, I really hope that Lila's gonna be all right. And I'm sorry, that definitely does get to be a bit of a... This game can be a little bit tragic at times. It can definitely be. Okay, I have to turn my audio down just a little bit because, pardon me here. I have to turn my audio down because the music is too loud for me, so hopefully that doesn't make it too quiet for y'all. Oh, and okay. Turn my mic up. I'll try turning my mic up. I did not see that message until now. Try turning my microphone up. Hopefully this works. Let me go back to the game and we'll turn off the screen. And here we go. Turn up all your, okay. Let me check if I have WolfQuest lowered on anything else. So there's multiple facets to the audio thing as well, because, no, WolfQuest is up all the way, okay. Everything's still pretty quiet. What the heck? Maybe my OBS is quiet. So I also found out, if I change this, does this make it louder for y'all? If I do that, does that affect anything? that might be that OBS turned itself down. So I'm also adjusting my my overall audio, because as it turns out, some of the ports on my, that's a little loud. Okay, let me turn that all the way up for you guys then, because maybe it's just hecking itself there. So I also found out that some of my audio ports on my computer are going out, and they're the ones that I used to plug my headset in. So I moved my headset to a different port, and I was like, oh, that would explain why everything was always super quiet for me all the gosh dang time. So now my audio is a lot louder for me, and I'm hearing all the things that I've done very wrong with my audio. Hopefully that's louder for you guys. Hopefully it just did something a little bit weird with that. Yeah, this is fair. Where is... Okay, there's not a sent post here because we no longer have this claimed. So hopefully this will help. Thank you everybody for joining me again. I apologize for the slightly cursed audio. Basically, I moved rooms and this one doesn't have an optimal audio setup yet, so we're going to be dealing with this for a little bit as I try and move furniture around, change things physically in the room to make it less of an echo hack. Hey, welcome Lunar Eclipse. Glad you could make it. I'm doing pretty good. Excited to finally be in a new room because as it turns out, in addition to living in the desert, my old room is just like super freaking hot, because apparently, even when I go in there now, when I go in the other room I used to be in, it's like so stupidly hot. I don't even know how to describe. You can feel the temperature difference when you step into the room. It's kind of insane. It should be okay audio, okay. I will look into boosting it for next time, but hopefully this is okay for now. Hopefully this is okay for now. I will look into boosting it through OBS because I can't necessarily go any higher than this through OBS for the next time. So there's gonna be a few weeks of audio heck as I try to figure stuff out. I don't know. Yeah, IRL fleas can cause problems. What is our flea load at? Severe. We are gonna have to move soon. I don't know if they impact that in-game or not, though. It could just be bad luck. It could just be that we're inaccurate. It could be something... I think genetics can affect it, and Frodo and Pixis don't have the highest diversity, so it could be something to do with that. Game audio is good, but mic is quiet. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let me turn my mic all the way up and see if that helps. If not, I'll look into boosting that a little bit. It's gonna take me a while to get the levels all set right because of the new setup and to make it less echoey. Also, speaking of live streams, we're gonna have a little pause in streaming coming up here. We're gonna stream, well, obviously we're streaming tonight. We're gonna stream on Tuesday. We are not going to stream next Thursday, and we're not going to stream the Tuesday after that. But hopefully, we'll be back on the Thursday after that, which I believe I would like to say is I gotta look for Carcass. I think I would like to say that's like the 4th or something, the 4th or the 5th. It's the first Thursday in August is hopefully when we will be back. But I'm going to be taking a little break. I'm going to be doing some stuff IRL, and so I won't be here to stream. Okay. I'm glad it's okay. Thank you for bearing with me. All in all, this is going to be a much better setup, I think, and this may let me adjust my stream times to something a little bit better than the super late streams for me, at least. I'm sorry to everybody in European time who's like finally getting streams at an actual decent time of day for you guys. But I may be able to move my streams back to a more normal time for me again if this helps, because it's actually not freakishly hot in here when I turn off my air conditioner, even during the day. So part of it, who knew, was just the room that I used to be in. And I never realized that because I was in that room for the better part of my life. So it's definitely a change, but it's one that I really like. And hopefully it'll make things a little bit better for me IRL and make some things easier to deal with. Oh dear, Moobot do go burr. Again, we're still playing with the mod settings too. We're kind of in a lot of transition times here for figuring a lot of things out. So I do apologize for all the weirdness as we adjust some things. I'm glad you're able to make it. And again, like if it is super late for y'all, don't worry if you have to go to bed. It is pretty late for some of you guys. Thank you for joining us while you could. Thank you if you're watching on YouTube as well, or if you're lurking and not in chat. We're glad you're here. And don't worry, you can always catch things on Twitch for the first 2 weeks afterwards, and YouTube after that. I'm catching up on posting things there. That's not a bear. I thought for a second that was a bear. I was like, hold on, this could be a problem, but thankfully it's not. But yeah, so if you cannot catch it live, or you have to go and you have to go to bed or to go do something else, you can find it here on Twitch the first 2 weeks and here on YouTube thereafter. Catch you later. I like Minecraft gaming. Thank you for joining us. Glad you could be here. And thank you for coming while you could. Oh goodness, yeah, I am definitely a night owl too. I would rather do this than push my streams to like 8 in the morning or something. It's like 10 p.m. for me at the moment. There is bison carcass here, and hopefully the internet issues were fixed too. That had to do with us moving our router around, I think, and I was getting like, I checked it afterwards, I was getting like, Oh, that's a cougar. Maybe we call Pixis for help. But yeah, I was getting like, I think 10 megabytes of download, if that, and like 1 megabyte of upload, and I'm normally supposed to get like at least 100 and like 15 up. So yeah, that was no good for stream. That should be fixed now that I'm settled in here and once again closer to the router. I ended up very far away from it when we were moving things around. So hopefully things will be a little bit better now that that has happened. That's good. Thank you for handling all of the Moobot stuff, Rain. It do be a little overzealous right now. Is Pixis on her way? She is coming. Okay. So we just gotta wait here. I think we can intimidate the cougar. I just don't want to risk getting charged because this is inaccurate. And if you guys are wondering how we do our difficulty, basically you guys have the chance every litter. If we reach the goal, right now we have it set to a sub-goal, then we will turn the litter to accurate. If we don't reach it in that time, then we will play the litter on challenging. So that's currently where things are at, and right now, oh, it left. That works out. It got scared on its own. Okay, well that worked out. But because of that, I'm trying not to pick too many fights. Trying to be a little bit careful with that, and not go fighting everybody all the time willy-nilly. But let's eat. Oh, Frodo's itching. A bison indeed. And for Pixis now that she is here. But we do like to have normal carcasses and not have to go hunting for ourselves. So I'm going to try to mark some of that territory, if only because I don't want the stranger wolves to come back. Unfortunately, like, I do want to get back so that we can spend time with Lila, but because, okay, Pixis is up to max health, because we did have Stranger Wolf attack and some of our territory is going down, I feel better about marking the territory than about staying back with Lila. I think this is what's more likely to cause us more trouble in the long run, because Stranger Wolves do tend to be a pain in the butt. They can be very dangerous, and also I don't think Frodo is in a desperate enough place yet to feel like he should bring Lila with him. That's something we might consider at some points. That is a viable strategy, but it has its own risks, and I don't think Frodo is quite ready to deal with them. So yeah, we're not going to do that just yet. But yeah, I'm definitely a night owl as well, going back to what I was talking about before I got distracted. I definitely am as well. I would much rather be up late than up early in the morning. I just don't like being up early. That's not how my internal clock works. So I don't mind streaming at this time of night, but it is definitely harder for folks to make. It seems like that a time that, at least for the US folks, than a time that's more in the middle of the day. And it is a little bit harder for me because I do tend to lose a little bit of focus at this time. So I might try to scale it back a little bit once the temperatures, once I'm sure the temperatures are going to be, oh, just mules here. Once I'm sure the temperatures are going to be fine and I'm not going to just end up sitting here turning into a human popsicle, then I might try to move the times to be a little bit earlier, because it seems like afternoon and evening has been ideal for when I'm able to make that happen. Yeah, Lila isn't, she's at 97 health right now. She's not super sick yet, but she just got sick this day. So, yeah, it might not be good. It might not be good. This can get a lot worse. Hopefully she will recover and it will not be a serious situation. But for now, it's way too early to say. The more time we can spend with her, the better. That'll definitely increase the odds of her recovering. And I think if we look at our perks, oh, we didn't take Youthful Prowess. Okay, I forgot that we don't have that for Frodo. We have Fun Parent instead. So he doesn't get the boost to pup illness recovery, which could make this a little bit dodgier. Oh yeah, I definitely get attached to the pups too. With the new WolfQuest too, they have so much personality and they feel so lifelike in so many ways, and they end up being such characters, and it's always. I get nervous for them. I did even in the old game, and the new game it's so much more detailed, and I love that, but also it's much more intense, and we probably need to think about moving, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not too fond of what's happening with the fleas right now. We do have 2 dens up here by the lake, and I think we have the Aspen Heights den as well, so kind of be thinking about, if we do want to move, which den we want to go to. I would not open up den names necessarily yet, but I might do a poll on, so there is the McBride Lake Den is the one that's right here. This is on the shore of the lake. There's the Dirt Den near the lake that's right over here, and then in this area I think there's the Aspen Heights Den. We haven't actually located it yet, but it do be around. So if you want to run a poll about which one we should go to, that would work great. Oh, that eagle just grabbed a fish, didn't it? I think that eagle just grabbed a fish. I saw a splash. Hey, glad to have you back, and that is valid. It's good to see you in chat. Thank you for stopping in. Let's go ahead and head around the lake, I think. If we can go over here. Okay, that's a hare, I think. Let's just head down this way. We'll mark that territory and then we'll go back, because I also don't want the affinity to decay too much, and because of the flea load, the threshold is rather high, so we don't have a huge amount of time before the pups are going to start getting antsy and wanting to come out of the den. And honestly, I don't blame them. They are growing puppies, and the fleas are not too fun right now. Hey, thank you for setting up the poll, Rain. So those I think are our best den options. There's probably not, yeah, I don't think there's any, no, because that's the river on the other side. So the closest den on that, the southern direction, is I think Pyrrha's original den and the Bison Peak den. Actually, both of them were dens she was at. So I think I see that, and then there's a den somewhere in this area. apparently, but I think might be the den that's down there, possibly. We will see, but I think those are our closest den anyway. Yeah, welcome back, indeed. So let's head this way and just see. I think we've got... Hopefully we've got... Wait, did we mark the hex we needed to? No, we are in the hex we need to mark. And there is the scent post over here. Yeah, the dirt one is hopefully specific enough. Hopefully people will know what I'm talking about, but I don't know if it having a particular name in the community. It's not, it's kind of by, it's like the extension McBride Den. It's right across the lake from here. Hey, Aspen Heights it is. All right, we'll make sure we discover that den, and we'll probably leave for it fairly soon because the fleas are starting to drive me a little bit insane, and I would like to get out of here. So let's go ahead and mark this. Yeah, Aspen Heights is a bit of a cooler name. So the Aspen Heights Den, well, that's the one that I call the Aspen Heights Den, but I don't know, it's either that one or the one that we're at currently that corresponds roughly to the Aspen Heights Den from the old game. There's the one on this side of the map, because the old map is like roughly pretty much this area is the old map, and so you can see right up by Aspen Heights. Our den is like the one that's right here, and I think there's another one around here. So in the Aspen Heights area, one of those dens is one of the original dens, and then there was another one over here, and there was another one down, or there's no, I think it's actually this one that was the den in the original map. So those ones have official names pretty much. McBride 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, pretty much. That do be what it be. It is right around the corner, which is nice if you go to that den and then you have to move because you have a very short distance to actually walk. So it's really nice to have that den there. It's always wise to consider when you pick a den what dens are in the surrounding area, because the odds are you'll end up moving at least once, and especially if you end up dealing with floods, sometimes you end up moving multiple times. Or if you have a situation where you spend a lot of time in the den, like Frodo slept in the den several times due to being low health himself, it can definitely lead to a situation if the flea load gets high or the den floods. That's valid. Yeah, it's always a good idea to turn on night mode if you're going to be using your devices late at night, because having them too bright and having too much blue light can keep you awake. It's not necessarily the most helpful thing for getting to sleep at a good time, and it's often advised to not have screen time right before you end up going to bed anyway, because it can keep you up too much. Yeah, warmer light for night use is very important. It's definitely can be helpful. I gotta feed these guys, and we want to spend time with Lila. We want to make sure that whatever happens, we are right near her, because, oh my goodness, the fleas are driving me insane, you guys. The fleas are driving me insane. We might leave tomorrow. I'm a little hesitant to do that, oh my gosh, with Lila being sick, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be something we can avoid. We might want to just carry her with, might want to carry her with us. Oh, there's an eagle. All right, let's go in the den, y'all. That's the eagle over there? I'm pretty sure that I see it over this direction. Guys, please. There we go. Pretty sure that is the eagle there in the distance, so we'll keep an eye out on it. And make sure that it's not gonna come over here. The eagle attacks, if you can handle them well and keep your pups in the den, they're not too scary. It's when they take you by surprise, or they happen when you're far away from the den or from a grass patch when you're on the journey, that they get really scary. Yeah, this is definitely the one who's coming after us. He do be flying around. So you can leave my pups alone. Thank you very much. You can leave. All right, he's out of here. He's out of here. Let's call the pups back out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much indeed. Let's go ahead and I think, well, we probably, let's try to raise affinity a little bit, and then we'll sleep. And then we may just straight up go to a different den, because this is kind of terrible, not gonna lie. It's a little bit aggravating. I don't know if the flea load actually affects health either, but Frodo has definitely spent more time in the den this time than usual. How are the pups doing on food too? Except for Lila, they're all full. I don't think having them maxed out necessarily affects their health, so I think I'm okay with her being in the 90s. It's not too bad. We just want to make sure... Oh, I hope she's okay, you guys. I hope she ends up being okay. We are staying quite close to her now, so hopefully that'll be good. Look at Aspen, too. Oh my goodness, Aspen has a little bone. That's so cute. Oh, and Pixis is rolling around too. We'll play Bow for Pixis as well, because she obviously wants to be in on the playtime here. Yeah, please, I do hope will leave us alone. How are we doing on affinity? We're doing all right. Let's go ahead and we'll actually sleep. We do have the companionship effect for Lila, and I believe that persists when we sleep. So let's, as long as she doesn't wander too far away, which I don't think she did. I do believe it persists while we sleep. The reason that it seems like it goes so fast when you sleep is that time as a whole passes very quickly, and I don't believe there's any modifiers to the health decay for just as a result of that. So what's she at now? 86. All right, she's still doing okay. We still have companionship. She's scooting a little farther away. I hope she didn't move outside the radius. No, I'm just gonna make sure that we get extra close, and then we will sleep through the night again, because I don't want her getting outside of that radius. Oh, Pixis is gonna try to feed him, but it's okay, I think. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what we should do before we properly leave? We should make sure we go discover that den. I know roughly where it is, but I want to make sure that we get that uncovered. Let's make sure... How's everybody doing? 99 affinity, that's fine. 76 health is not ideal, but you know what? It could be worse. The fleas are severe, so let's woof these guys back in the den. Hopefully the packs aren't bothering us. Oh, good night. We've got a lot of territory to deal with too, but I think we need to do the den move first, because the fleas are getting very irritating, and that's not great. That's not great. Yeah, most of the names I kind of get to cheat, because most of the names that I have in the series come from the viewers. I think pretty much the only wolves that I actually end up naming are some of the mates in the YouTube series, because a lot of the time it's easier to do that than to look for suggestions for that, whereas the pups is a little bit easier to take suggestions. But even then, sometimes sometimes I'll ask folks for suggestions and find out what they want. So I kind of get it a little bit extra easy. There's the den up there, because I get to get suggestions from you guys. And then with Twitch, it's especially easy, because I don't even really get a say in it. I just put it up to a vote, which one you guys want to see. I'm mostly responsible for for matching up the options to each pup. So I get to cheat a little bit with the names. I don't have to come up with most of them myself. Oh, hey, I don't want to deal with you. I just want to discover this den and move my pups to it. But now that there's a bear here, I'm not sure... Yeah, you can heck right off. I don't want anything to do with you, sir. You can leave me the heck alone. I hope that doesn't mean that there's gonna be a problem. That would not be ideal. I'll see you later, Graysonia? Graysonia, is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I've just messed up your name greatly. I'm not good with pronunciation, but thank you very much for joining us. Good luck at work, and I'm glad you can make it. Glad you were able to come. Yeah. Oh dear, that there be the American versus European spelling. Yes, the slight spelling differences. You know, it is really interesting to see, though, how languages develop when you have, I guess, kind of a separation. Like, it's a very similar process to adaptation that we see in animals, where they will sometimes change a little bit in small ways according to their environment, and you'll see certain traits develop more prevalence. Like, for example, the example I always gravitate to is how a lot of wolves in the Arctic will have white coats, whereas when you look at the wolves of Yellowstone, that's not super common. You see more wolves with darker and with black coats, or with brown and gray ones. So it's a little bit of an interesting thing. And it's interesting because language does that too. It changes a little bit depending on where people are from, and when you have an area of... And it's, you know, in today's world, it's not really isolated the way that it used to be. You used to have significantly reduced communication based off how far away you were. Nowadays, I mean, y'all can watch me from pretty much anywhere around the world. It's instantaneous as long as you have internet. But what was I doing as well? I needed to move to a new den from Haven Moor. All right, we're gonna move. and we will start heading off on that. But it is still interesting how language develops differently in different areas. And it's interesting to see, because then you get those little spelling differences, like how you have gray versus gray. In American English, it is usually spelled with an A. In British and European, I think European English as well, it's more often spelled with an E, or you see a lot more that's just a tree. You see a lot more OUs in British English than you do in American English, and it's just these little subtle nuances that developed in a geographical location. And it's interesting to see how that development happens, and how things can morph just slightly. You know what? Lila is going very slow. I don't know if that's because she's sick or if she's just lagging behind. I don't want to. Oh, I have to pick up this way. I'm using the wrong keys here. We're gonna bring Lila with us because we want the companionship effect as well. Yes, thank you for opening den name suggestions, Rain. That is exactly what we're gonna need when we get there. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I don't know a lot about linguistic development, but from the little one that I do know, which is mostly my observations and things I've noticed, it does seem like a fascinating field. Yeah, I was gonna do that and I didn't think of it. Oh, hey, it's time to hunt the other babies. Time to hunt the baby. Oh, you're not right here, are you? No. Okay, we're gonna move y'all in here because I want to make sure that we are not about to get heckin' trampled by a mama elk. I am afraid. I have fears. I want to know where this baby is because number one, I want food. Number two, I don't want my pups to be under threat. We need to know who this is and what we're dealing with. Somewhere around here there is a mama. Do I smell? Is this what the elk that I smell? That's an elk herd. This is a doe mule deer. Probably it is mule deer over here then. Is that? Huh? I think that was just a hare. Where is this mama? Somewhere around here. Is she down here? I can't actually see too well. Okay, I don't think, I'm just gonna kind of check some of these grass patches to make sure, because I'm hearing the music, and I don't know if the baby is in this area or not. But as long as we're not passing through the same region as the mother, it's probably okay. I just want to make sure that we're not going to be in a place where we'll be under threat from this. Okay, that's not. We might be fine. We might be fine. Let's see. Ye old spelling. Oh, is that? No, I don't see the mama. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. Oh, there's the mama. Oh, she was over here. She's leaving. Did you just leave your child, ma'am? Did you just run away? The mule deer mamas like to run away. And I don't really blame them for it. They are not all that strong, but I still don't want to mess with them here on accurate difficulty. We'll just check this this grass tuft here and see. I do not think that is where the baby is. I do not think baby is here. Didn't think baby is here. Baby not over here. Oh, baby could be at one of these grass patches over here too. Just want to be doubly sure that we know what's going on. Okay, this is a rendezvous site. Yep, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yeah, don't forget to submit names. Aspen. Oh, Aspen must have come out because we got close enough. That's probably what happened here. But yeah, that is how you get ye old wild spelling. Oh, rip. Yeah, that's right. Twitch doesn't really allow backtracking in the stream. Okay, they're just running around and digging things up, I think. Twitch doesn't really allow you to go back. Basically, what it was saying is that there are baby... You know what? Can I see this in the game help? Is this what I think it is? Or it would be... It would not be here. It would be the, It would probably be the quest, maybe? the text might exist somewhere else. I don't actually know this. Here it is. Here's the text if you guys want to see it. So they actually still have this. So it's a sub-quest. And it basically is just telling us that the elk, mule deer, and moose have given birth, so the calves and fawns are now out there. We can find them, we can hunt them. They're easier prey than the adults, if we can deal with their mothers, that is. And you can carry them around, which can be really helpful when you're trying to feed your pups. Baby moose are already up and walking. The others are not. They'll be hiding. Hey, very nice names. Oh my goodness. Got some good ones, and you guys will have the chance to vote on that when we get there. But that's basically what that text is. So you can find the text usually. The text for the pop-ups, if you didn't know, can usually either be found in the quest text there, which you can get on the same menu as the map, or it can be found in the game help, which is here on the pause menu. You can find a lot of the non-quest pop-ups there as well, and get that information again, even if you didn't see it the first time, but you didn't get a good look at it. Oh, Lila is way back here. Gosh, I gotta go pick her up. Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. I forget. I think the sick pups walk slower, if I'm not mistaken. And this is why I was very afraid to take this journey with her like this, because she does not keep up. And if we want that bonus, we have to carry her. Yeah, Aspen perhaps is excited to get to see the Aspen Heights Den and visit that area. Frodo does deserve a castle. This poor lad has been through a lot. He absolutely does deserve a castle. Now, I hope that heckin' bear that we saw over here is not still around to give us a hard time. I really hope not. Let's go up here, and the poor territory is just going to be an absolute nightmare when all of this is done. Let's go ahead and we will woof the puppos into the grass here. Make sure that they all go. We just kind of want to keep an eye on them. We will play with Pixis as well. Just kind of want to do a head count, make sure everybody's doing fine. Oh my goodness. We got some great names coming in this time. Thank y'all for submitting them. Let's go ahead and call the pups, and we'll head back up there. I love all the Lord of the Rings references that this has spawned to. Like that was the original intent when I created Frodo. I had just gotten into the Lord of the Rings, and I love that those references are persisting throughout his canon life. It's great. Oh, there is something. Unfortunately, we just went further away from it. There is Bebe around here somewhere. Is the baby right here? The baby is not right here. Okay. Just want to check and make sure the area is clear again, because I've been attacked by an elk way too many times on this journey. That was mostly Peregrine, but it's left me paranoia. I'm not gonna heck around with that. But I just want to make sure roughly that we know if the baby is in this area. We get a snack for the pups from it. If not, we should be fine to bring them through here. Now, I think that... Oh, nope. It's a good thing we checked. Whose baby is this? I don't see your mother. This is an elk calf. There's the mother. Alright, we got a baby elk. I am concerned that she's gonna come after my babies a little bit. Yeah. I think den names are limited so that there's only one per person. I'm pretty sure here. Yeah, we can take a look around the den area though as well. Yeah, we did get dinner. Thank you. That'll be good for the babies. Hopefully they are fine with eating. Now, I do want to be careful. I think we're probably going to woof them back into the grass here once they've eaten. I just wanted to let them eat. We will finish whatever they don't. But I want to chase this elk off so that she will hopefully run away, because she's right between us and the den, and I don't feel like hecking with that. I don't want to mess around with that. Yeah, they are fine with that. So basically when the babies start showing up, you are able to bring them back to the pups and feed them that. I think that's included in the quest text. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure before that you can't actually feed them food that you've carried back. I think it has to all be regurgitated food, so I'm not sure. Oh, they went back and hid on their own. That's great. Except for Hurricane. The others wanted to go in the grass. But let's go ahead. Okay. They're all fine on food. So let's go ahead. We will finish the rest of this then, just to get it out of the way. Make sure that we don't have to worry about that. And then we'll try and chase that elk mother off because we're going to have a bad day if she decides to go for our puppies, which she could because she's right here. So I don't know how easy she'll be to chase. Might be easier to get her to chase us, possibly, depending. She really seems to want to stand her ground. All right. What are y'all doing? Oh, don't go after pigs. Excuse you. Excuse you. I just don't want you right in the place where I have to bring my babies. It's not a thing I want to mess around with. I don't know if the elk mothers can be scared or not, or if they're stubborn enough even after you've hunted their baby to not want to do that. But they definitely will. Oh. Huh? Is this the grass patch where your baby was? Probably. All right. We will bring our babies way up around then. I think as long as we're careful, she should be fine. We can just go up around this way because we have to go around this side anyway. So that works out. Let's pick up Lila. At least, you know, there are some advantages to doing the journey now that I think about it too. Doing this at this point means we do get to carry Lila, and that means we do get to get that bonus for quite a lot. Yeah, I'm very worried she will. I think she's staying where she's supposed to, though. But yeah, I think we're good for now. I think we're fine. I think we just need to go this way and vibe. And oh, there's bison on the hill. There's bison on the hill. Puppies, please stay down here. I didn't even see them. That's terrifying. Bison definitely go after your babies too, from what I've heard. A lot of the prey animals actually will target your pups. They will go after them potentially, and so we want to be very careful of that because that's not going to be good if it happens. They can do some damage to a puppy. They can do some damage to an adult wolf, so they can definitely... That's hurricane running that I hear. They can definitely do damage to a puppy, that's for sure. So we want to make sure we don't take too... I don't want to take too long with that. Oh yes, Frodo's sleep bar is not all that full. It is less than halfway, so we definitely want to finish this journey as fast as we can and maybe mark some territory if possible, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to deal with that. All right, let's set Lila down. And then we should be able, yep, here we go. This is an open den. We're going to go ahead and we will select this den and hopefully not get booted out of it right away, but I'll go ahead and set up the poll for the den name. Let's do that because we have, I think we've got a few of them. So let's see, let's take a look at this. Go ahead and get this set up for y'all and we will do a poll. And we will, let's see. Alright, what are the options? I'm gonna go ahead and close den names here. So I'll pause that for y'all. Thank you everyone who submitted them. And don't worry if you didn't get to someone in this time, you will have more chance in the future. I can't spell and talk at the same time. Words don't work. All right, let's see. So go ahead, we'll put this in. We'll start the poll. And you guys have the option to choose from the submitted names here. So, let's see. Yeah, pray for no bears. Definitely pray for no bears. And don't forget to vote. Make sure to refresh if you do not have... make sure to refresh if you do not have a poll visible. Because sometimes it do not like to behave itself. Alright. And make sure to hydrate. I'm going to do that before my voice dies. Alright. So I think the poll's almost done. We'll check the results of that in a little bit. Welcome to everyone who's just joining the stream. Thank you for hopping in. We're just naming our next in. We finally moved because the flea load got to be a bit heckish. And we are going to make sure that the territory is secure and then probably wrap up because it do be getting a little bit late here. Unfortunately, one of our pups is sick, and so hopefully that will not be a bigger issue in the future here. All right, looks like Aspen Forest is the winner. So thank you to everyone who submitted. Did I? Yes, I did. I did spell that right. Thank you to everyone who submitted names. If you didn't get your name in this time, then don't worry. There will be plenty of other chances in the future. And let's go ahead and how is our affinity is fine. So let's woof the puppies in the den. Oh, there we go. Now we can woof the puppies in the den. That was just the quest completion pop-up. Let's let them get a rest too because they're pretty tired as well. And let me just really fast make sure that I can see what's going on Twitch because I forgot to close the full screen. So yeah, we've got the pups here. We've got moved. The flea load should be back down to 0. And I think the territory is a little abysmal. So we're going to want to actually claim a lot of the territory up here. So I'm not going to worry too much about marking the lower stuff. Although actually this we still should. This one, it doesn't matter. These 4 I would like to mark. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. Try to get that just so that the packs don't come and kill us. Yeah, glad the fleas are gone. That'll help us quite a lot. That's a mama mule deer. I wonder if she has baby near here. But we did just eat. How's Pixis doing on food, though? 65. Wouldn't be bad to get her something to eat if we stumble across it. But I think we want to mark the territory and then wrap up because we definitely don't want the strange wolves attacking, but we are nearly to the end of our stream time. And we will see from here what things end up turning out like. Hopefully things will be alright. Oh, I see a mule deer around here. We're just gonna kind of... It never hurts to take a swing through the grass clumps and see if you can stumble across any babies as you go, because there's a lot of them hidden around at this time of year, and it's well worth checking just to see if you can find any. So we'll see, because I would like to end up getting Pixis some food if we possibly can. Yeah, it was a pretty conveniently placed den, and like I said earlier, it definitely pays to pay attention to where the nearby dens are. This is in the territory, so we do want to find where the... Oh, that's a coyote. Oh, that's the baby. All right, before the mama elk gets here, please let me attack the baby. There we go. Oh, we're gonna get kicked. We're gonna get kicked. Ouch, that hurt. All right, no, I didn't let me... Oh my goodness, ma'am, please. I'm sorry, but it's already over. I'm sorry, but it's already over. All right, now we run. All right, let's go over here, and then we might call Pixis to join us, just so that we can get the words. words fail me. Okay, I think this is the wrong. I think we haven't properly entered the territory yet. Let's call Pixis over, but just so that we can actually run properly. Let's see. Uh-oh. Maybe, yeah, depending on how many you spent. If you didn't spend many, because I don't think den names are too expensive. You might have earned them back already, because especially if you're new, they do add up quickly. So, but if it's off, you might want to report that to Twitch just to make sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and see. Is there... So, if I go this way, there's a den over here, too. No, we are in the right one. Huh? Okay, I'm not gonna mess around with this yet. I will mess around with it, but we will bring the baby elk with us, just to find this one, so that when Pixis gets here, because this is leading us. No, this is leading. Oh, I see what happened here. I see what happened here. All right, here's Pixis. We will actually send her back to the puppies here in a minute as well. I just want to make sure she gets to eat because she's at 65, and so we don't want her to be too low. There's a mama mule deer as well. You can have that, Pixis. You can have that. All right, there we go. That'll be some good food for her. She should probably eat the whole thing, I would think, and then hopefully be all right. She picked the whole thing up for a minute there. Now, how is she doing? 114. That's fine. That's just fine. All right, let's actually send her back to the den. Let's woof, and she should return to the puppies. Is it woof? It's woof. Yeah, it's woof. Okay. I never forget I never remember which one it is when at this point that you have to do to get the mate to go home, but it is also just woof. So let's go ahead. We'll pee on the scent post. Yeah, woof picks us back to the den. It's nice that you can communicate more with your mate now. I really love the ability to be able to do that because that was frustrating in the old game. Not being able to interact with your mate in that sense. So I like that we have kind of... Huh? guess we have another snack. The mule deer fawns. Okay, the mule deer fawns make me sad. They're so small. It's sad. It makes me sad. They're good food, but it makes me sad. My goodness. Yeah, she decided she didn't necessarily want to go back. Yep. The one good mate. Okay, I guess we are not hungry enough to finish. The one good mate that we've had in WolfQuest 2.7 was the mate for our speed run. Who was he did a good job by all normal standards, and it was exactly not what we wanted when we were trying to speedrun. Unfortunately, speedrunning 2.7 means you're kind of a bad parent. There's no way to get around that, really. And so the one good parent that we've had was the one in the speedrun, but we actually didn't want that. So it's nice to be able to communicate with the mates now a little bit more, and be able to say, hey, will you stay with the pups? Will you come with us? Because it makes it a lot easier when you're trying to do things. Yo, that's a lot of channel points. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think a lot of folks are accumulating channel points. We've been here for like 8 months, I think, at least. We started in, I want to say November. Yeah, so that's 8 months that we've been here. Definitely been here for a bit. I don't know at this point, unless Rain spends a lot of channel points, if it's physically possible to outpace her. Depending on how many she spends. If anybody actually passes Rain in channel points, it's gonna be an insane day. But yeah, Rain has been here for a long time and gotten a lot of points in that. But yeah, we've been around for, I think, 8 months now, and it's a little bit surreal to think we've been streaming that long. This is the first time I've really done streaming. I've done YouTube for a long time, but I'm still getting used to the whole Twitch streaming thing, and I do enjoy it quite a lot. It's been a very fun trip. I'm glad I've gotten to share it with y'all, but it's definitely a different environment than YouTube, and it's taken some getting used to. Yeah, hoarding channel points is kind of just a fun thing. It's not doing any harm, but it means you've got a lot to be able to weigh in. Are you serious? You're like standing on my scent post. Don't you kill me when I'm coming to mark my scent post. Don't you do that. I'm gonna die stupidly in one of these runs, and y'all are never gonna let me live it down. It's just gonna be my legacy forever. Hey, remember that time when Jay died doing the stupid thing? Yeah, that's gonna happen. I live in fear of the day that this happens. I don't know. I don't think anyone has actually seen me die in WolfQuest 3. It's happened, but it's been private runs, aside from, the one time that I died was with Aiden, and it was to a glitch. I don't think anybody's seen me die legit in WolfQuest 2.7, or WolfQuest 3 yet. We had a few times in 2.7. The day that it happens, it's gonna be something very dumb, and I'm never gonna live it down. And this is why the fact that I forgot to watch Frodo's health a few times has scared me. Yep. I just get absolutely demolished by an angry mother elk as I'm just trying to mark my territory. That's gonna be what happens. I'm just gonna be sitting there and just get absolutely destroyed by an elk when I can't do anything about it. Yeah, Frodo is getting tired. We gotta get back, and it is actually time to wrap up the stream, so that worked out. We got our pups moved to a new den, and hopefully this will be a good place. Did Pixis actually make it back? Yeah, she did make it back. The mates sometimes are slower than you. They don't run everywhere the way we do. We tend to just go yeeting around everywhere at max speed. Or near max speed. But yeah, Frodo definitely could use a good nap. It's been a long day of moving the pups, and our territory is looking a little bit less abysmal. So the area we want with this, generally you want a 2 hex buffer. So if we do this area and then we ignore the hexes down here, that'll be just fine, I think. We should be just fine and able to deal with this. Definitely gonna head back and sleep though, and we're gonna wrap up the episode here as well. So thank you guys all for putting up with the audio issues today too. It's gonna be a little bit janky for a while. We're gonna figure things out, but it does take a little bit to be able to do that. Yeah, gonna take a little bit to figure things out. I'm gonna be working on some of the stuff outside of digital. There's only so much I can do in the digital aspect to fix the echo. I have to do some stuff within the room itself. So hopefully it'll get better with time. I just have to figure out what actually will help with that and how I can pull it off. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was pretty early on in Wayfinders that happened, but yeah, at one point there was a glitch where elk could do just an absolute bunch of damage to you all at once without any pause. And we did not know that with Aiden. We tried to hunt and just got absolutely yeeted. We got one shot pretty much, I think, because the elk did like 100 damage like 7 times in a row or something stupid like that. So it was not a good day. We don't count that as a legit death. Other than that, whatever day I actually die in WolfQuest 3 is gonna go down in history, and I'm a little scared for whenever that ends up happening. So Lila is still 6. She's at 67% health. We are gonna sleep right next to her here and make sure that she's okay. Hopefully we'll be able to keep an eye on her and keep her from getting too much sicker, but it's not a guarantee as much as I hate to say it. I just hope that she will be alright. But we are gonna... I'm sorry, Rain, I just saw that. Right, Rain has, yeah, that elk, I'm sure that elk was just absolute... Pixis? Pixis, is everything okay? Is everything okay? Pixis got nervous, I think. I guess Pixis didn't want us leaving the pups out in the open right now. I think she got a little concerned about that. But, we'll move them back in the den for now. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this off here, I think. We'll see if my outro gets interrupted. It hasn't yet, but it probably will. Yeah, pretty much. Aiden was not allowed to hunt that day. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this up here for it now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and drop a follow on my Twitch if you haven't already, so that you can see when we're going live and potentially catch these as they're happening. But I will see you guys next time, and until then, this is Jay, over and out.